Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Friday, the 23rd of July, 2021. Hope you're doing well. I've got a live show 3 times a week live here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. Would love to see you in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they are available from my website on BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below. Just click on that little triangle to see that. So what energies do we all have today? Let's see. We're tending the future. Being in something for the long term or thinking long term rather than short term. It might be about giving something up today for the long term, giving something up in the short term in order to get some gain for the long term as well. So as it resonates, let's get another card out. Yeah, there seems to be something to let go of. Also, I've got cozy home and meditation here as well. So you might be wanting to, it's probably not a Friday night that you'll want to go out. You might be wanting to stay in, and maybe it's like saving your money up for something. Maybe you want to save your money to get something like for long term rather than, just spending it on socializing or going out for dinner or something like that. I'm feeling like that's an evening thing for some reason, and I very rarely get messages like that. But let's get some tarot out and see what's going on. What is going on for everybody today? Knight of Pentacles, taking things slowly. Slow and considered is what I'm thinking here. Something for the future, slowly considering it, pondering on something. And also an aspect of giving something up as well in order to have something in the long term. Let's get some more out. What else have we got going on today? The Eight of Swords, feeling bound by something. I'll get some clarifiers out for all of these. Let me just put this on silent. I forget to do that sometimes. Right, let's get another one out. It's too many. The Four of Pentacles. It was the one on the top there of those ones that fell out before. The Four of Pentacles. So holding something back. Yeah, I was getting that. That holding something back for the short term in order to gain something in the long term. Yeah, it could just be as simple as we won't go out like once a week or something like that and save your money up for something that you're thinking of getting. So why the Knight of Pentacles, taking things slowly so that you can have reciprocation. The Six of Materials, reciprocation. It's interesting. It's like you're going to, I keep on hearing like investments or something like that. So taking things slowly, slowing down a bit, holding back in order to have some reciprocation. So to gain something back from something that you're giving out. It's just feeling like exactly like saving your money up instead of having like just, short-term enjoyment of it. So that you can invest in something for the long term. This could be about your time too. It doesn't have to be about your money. It could be about keeping your time to yourself or learning something so that you can have something for the long term. Could be something like that. So taking things slowly, and it's slowly considering something in order to gain something and for it to grow. It's like for it to reciprocate, for it to grow in the future. But it's definitely a long-term perspective. So definitely for a new day, it's definitely a day to ponder those things, I'd say, of what can you do now that's going to give you what it is that you want in the future. So yeah, taking that longer term perspective on things. Tell us why this Eight of Swords there. What are we feeling bound by today? What's all this about, feeling bound? I want to show you all this as well. Look, I just got this today. It's a coaster and it's made from plastic that was taken off the beach and made locally here on the island. From plastic found on the beach. How cool is that? Isn't it beautiful? Love it. Eight of Swords. Feeling bound. Justice. There could be for some of you an element of the justice system in this, feeling bound by the justice system, or feeling bound by some kind of a law or restriction, some kind of a rule. Take it as it resonates. You'll know what your position is. But you're feeling bound by something there. I wonder if you can get free of it or if you can just circumnavigate it. What's this about? It's about a struggle. So there's an element of it. I feel like I'm talking about the same thing here. There's an element of this long-term thing, that a struggle element of it. So there's some kind of a rule or justice system, law, or some red tape that you feel bound by. It's making it difficult, making it a struggle. I'm still feeling that this is something to persist with and still go for that long-term thing. You never know what might eventuate. Even if there's like hard and solid rules in place that you think are never going to be changed, you just never know. There can be loopholes sometimes, and you might meet someone that says, oh, yeah, I got around that. I did something similar and I got around that by doing this thing. You just never know, right? So Four of Pentacles, wanting to hold something back. It is the Miser card, but I don't necessarily get that as a negative thing. It's more like that energy. Sometimes I get it as the negative, miserly, but most of the times I don't. See, for the Ten of Materials, it's for the long term. So holding back the stuff that you're spending out in the short term so that you can have stuff for the long term. The Ten of Materials, it's like your house and everything, it's just, it's the happily ever after, but in the material sense. And yeah, it's just definitely the day to get on track with something that you want in the long term and start doing it today. Or at least thinking about it today. You've got emotional release and omens here. I don't know what that's about, but you must have had signs about it, the omens card, that now's the time to do this. It's now or never. Emotional release with that. It might be a relief to get going on something or to just make a clear decision. Sometimes it is making a clear decision. I don't know, a while ago, I was in a relationship and we would just, fritter our money away. Getting a bottle of wine on the way home when he picked me up from work. I used to have a shop doing readings and massage and neurotherapy and things. And we'd go out to eat a few times a week as well. And we realized we want to actually build towards something, so let's stop doing that. And instead, what we'd say is, would we rather go out to dinner tonight or get this bottle of wine on the way home tonight, or save this money and do something and go on holiday next month? And then it made it like an easier decision to forfeit something in the short term to go for something in the long term. You might want to take that approach as well. It worked really well. Would we rather have something better in the long term? Would you? In our love lives today, we've got deception here. Oh, watch out. Deception. Someone being sneaky. So if this is about money and if this is about deciding with your partner that you're going to save your money up, just be careful of that one, because they might say, yeah, and then start spending it. It could be connected, but yeah, just watch out. Deception in our love life. Or is this self-deception? Let's see. What's this deception about in our love lives today? Hold your vision. Okay, yeah, so it very well could be that one of you wants to backtrack on it. If you're in a partnership, one of you wants to backtrack on it. Hold your vision. So deception, yeah, don't deceive yourself, right? And so if you've got a vision for the future, something that you want to save up toward, or investment that you want to make, something like that, don't then let your tricky ego tell you, well, for just tonight, let's still get that bottle of wine and go out for dinner. Yeah, don't, how we can cave in? That could be the deception there. Talking about love life here, so let's get some more cards. Forgiveness and ownership. Taking ownership of it, yeah. Okay, someone's had a slip up here. I'm not feeling like this is message for all of you singles out there. I'm feeling like this is a message for all of you that are in a relationship. Someone slipped up, they've done something wrong, they've gone against what the other partner wanted or what they'd agreed upon, and some forgiveness is in order here. Hold on to your vision, get back on track. Sometimes we can give up. It's like cheat meals or something like that. If we're on a diet and trying to lose weight and then have a cheat meal, and you might go, well, what's the point in carrying on? This is not the day to do that. Yes, there is point in carrying on. Just get back on track. It's okay. We all make mistakes. We all fall off the wagon sometimes. It's not a problem. Ownership. Take ownership of it. So, okay, so there could be personal ownership needing to be taken here. So if you are deciding on something for the long term and you've got a plan of action, like you're not going to spend money or you're not going to spend your time on certain things anymore, and you're going to learn instead and use that time for study in the evenings instead of watching movies and stuff like that. It's a decision like that. And so if you're in a partnership and they agree with that, one of you is probably leading this initiative, I would say, and just make sure that you get buy-in and ownership from the other person. Or if it's your partner that's making these decisions, make sure you take ownership of that too. So personal ownership on both parties, just so that deception is less likely to happen. Tell us more. What else is going on today? No, that's too many. Soulmates and kisses. So it might be a kind of a romantic day as well, especially if you're having talks about plans of building something together. And there's something really nice about that, isn't there? About being on someone's team, both working towards something together, having a plan of action. I like that kind of thing anyway. So soulmates and kisses there, which is really nice. I like that energy. What else do we have today? What else in the energies today for everybody? We've got exposed and revealed. I feel like this is the deception thing. Okay, so if this is about today, if it was about something that you put a plan in action previously, if this is a plan for the long term that you put in action last week or last month or a year ago or whatever, and there's some deception revealed today, it could be that. Yeah. It could be like finding out that your partner's been spending that money that you both decided to put away for something in the long term. So, yeah, just be careful of that. And a burst of magic here. I think for the majority, you're going to be on track with this long-term thing. And a burst of magic, in meaning whenever I've made decisions like that for the long term and then I've put my effort into it, and it's like, right, I'm going to do this. That determined kind of an energy. The universe joins you in that. It likes that kind of energy. When we decided to do something and we're going to put a plan into action and we're actually going to take action ourselves, we take the action first, and then the universe gives us a bit of magic to help us along. So I'm feeling that that's what that burst of magic is about here. Also got doubt. So offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. So don't doubt it. Go for it. Like I said, that energy of being very determined to do something, it's very powerful, and the universe will join you in that. What else do we need to know about today? What else are in the energies today? What else is in the energies today? Owl, good advice from a wise person. Could be receiving advice there. Could just be about watching me. Vine, seek out information that will help you. If you're not getting that advice, then seek that advice out to help you. And a wall, a misunderstanding. So there could be misunderstandings between you and whoever it is that is involved in this long-term plan as well. Or that could be not connected to what I've just been talking about. So I've got a yellow, no, I've got a green and a red crystal in this bag, and I'm going to pull one of them out. Think of a yes or no answer question, and if I pull the red one out, it means no, don't do it. If I pull the green one out, it means yes, go for it. So while you're thinking of that question, let's get some advice for today. So how best to deal with these energies today? How best to deal with these energies today? If at any point you like this video, be sure to click on that like button down there. And while you're down there, click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell. It really helps me out. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, this is a great opportunity to start something, is what I'm getting. Like the Ace of Pentacles can be a big offer. But you could be giving yourself that big offer, because all of these possibilities are always available. We can always set off on a new path and say, right, that's it, I'm going to learn this thing, or I'm going to take things to the next level, take my life to the next level. Also got Judgment here, so be discerning, make some good choices for yourself. Queen of Swords, cut out the crap, and don't let yourself go back on your word and say, well, we'll start it next week. Don't do that, because tomorrow never comes. And the moon, something unknown. I'm not getting that card at all, but I'm getting those. What else for the guidance for today? Best to deal with these energies today? The Hierophant, spirituality and knowledge. Get knowledge, get wisdom about it. If there's someone that's been there, done that before that you know, get some wisdom off them today. So think of your yes or no answer question now, because I'm about to get the crystal out. Pause the video if you're not ready, because your answer is no. That's the ruby. It's a no. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to click that like button down there. And while you're down there, click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow.